What's going on, everybody out in YouTube land, and welcome back to a new episode of GBA. In this video I thought we would talk about my PlayStation 4 virtual reality game collection. So yeah, today we're going to talk about my PS4 VR games and a little bit about hardware and some of the accessories too. Just kind of like a little bit of an overview, but mostly showing the games. So I'm not going to go into too big of a spill over the games because I do have over 40 games here that I want to show you. Some of the ones that I feel like you should play or that I have a comment about, I'll mention that, but otherwise we'll probably just go through these pretty quickly. But before we get to the games, I wanted to talk about the hardware a little bit. So yeah, PlayStation VR is going to become a lot more affordable as time goes on, obviously because the next generation of gaming consoles have come out. But you're going to want to play with the PS4 Pro. I have never tried PlayStation VR with the standard PS4 or the Slim version, but I have heard that it's substantially better with the PS4 Pro. So I decided to upgrade to PS4 Pro when the VR came out. So if you guys are planning on getting into PlayStation VR, definitely go with the Pro model of the PlayStation 4. That's going to be your best gaming experience. So PS4 Pro, almost essential for PlayStation VR gaming. And next I wanted to talk a little bit about the Move controllers. You're going to want to have the Move controllers. A lot of PSVR games only require the PlayStation VR headset and the camera. A lot of them you can play with a standard controller, but you're going to want the Move controllers. Some games require them, but even games where the Move controllers aren't required, a lot of times they'll make the gaming experience a lot better, and I might talk about that in a few instances as we go along showing the games. But so the first game out of the way I wanted to show you guys was the Farpoint game that came out on PlayStation 4 VR. And one of the reasons why I wanted to show this one first is because this came bundled with the aim controller, which if you're playing any of the first-person shooter games for PSVR, this makes the experience so much better. I absolutely love this controller. It works really good with the Farpoint game and several other ones that I'm going to talk about in the video. But this is another accessory that I would definitely suggest you guys getting if you want to play PlayStation VR first-person shooter games. So yeah, that's the first game I wanted to talk about. So we can get the big boxes out of the way. The Farpoint for PlayStation VR. Alright, so now we're going to get into the other 40 games or so. So first of all, I have a couple disc-only games, unfortunately. But we have Valkyrie for PSVR. And I'll tell you guys right up front, I haven't played probably at least half of these games or so, and I'll mention that. This is one I have not played, so I can't really say much about this game. But Valkyrie is the first game here. Next up, we have the Batman Arkham, the VR experience / game. This is one of the first experiences that I had, the Batman VR game. And I must say, this is something that you guys should definitely check out. I would consider this almost more of an experience than a game myself, and it's not very long, but there are some twists and different things in this game. It's kind of like a tech demo type thing for PlayStation VR. It came out very early on, but definitely give that one a try if you haven't. And on the other side, you have the PlayStation VR demo disc, which is exactly what it says it is. It's a demo. It has a bunch of different games and experiences on it. It was a good way to experience different things in VR early on. Alright, so now next up, we will start showing some of the other games in my physical PlayStation VR collection. Like I said, about 40 or 41 overall. We have the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR. I basically picked this up because I wanted to see what it would be like in VR, and it's very interesting. If you guys like Skyrim, this is definitely something that you should try out. We have Starblood Arena, which if I remember correctly, I think this is online only, so it's kind of impossible to play now, I guess. At least when I tried it, I couldn't get too far into the game. But yeah, Starblood Arena, PlayStation VR. Pretty fun first-person shooter type game that works really good with that controller I just showed you. We have Bravo Team. This is a must-play if you're into PlayStation VR or if you want to start collecting PlayStation VR. We have Astrobot Rescue Mission. It's basically like a 3D platformer in virtual reality. And like I said, this is one of those games where I feel like you must play this if you're getting into PlayStation VR. Haven't played this. I don't really know if this game would appeal to me too much, but we have Apex Construct. Another game that had a lot of hype but didn't really live up to it, we have The Persistence. I tried this one, I couldn't really get into it, but like I said, this had a lot of hype leading up to it. This is another must-play and a must-own if you're getting into PlayStation VR gaming. We have Tetris Effect. The atmosphere and the music in this game, it's Tetris. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, it's basically just a Tetris game, but it's the atmosphere and the music in this game that sets it apart. You should definitely own this if you're getting into PlayStation VR. Another great PlayStation VR game that you gotta play, we have Moss. This is a really, really fun game, got a lot of puzzle elements in it. This is another one that I would say is a must-play if you're getting into PlayStation VR. Alright, so that's it for that stack of games. Moving right along. So this game, it doesn't do it really doesn't do anything particularly great, but it doesn't do anything offensively bad either. We have VR Karts. It's a early on game. Actually, I think I actually played this first on Samsung Gear VR, which was like a cell phone based VR system basically. But like I said, it's basically like a Mario Kart clone. It doesn't do anything great, but it's not overly offensive. And I mean, it's fun to put in and play every now and then. Alright, so whoops, sorry about that. We have Resident Evil 7, which has VR modes built in. This is a very scary VR experience. If you guys like that kind of stuff, this would be right up your alley. Haven't played this, but we've got Gungrave VR. This is a fun game, not overly great, but nothing offensive either. We've got Battlezone, which is kind of a take on the classic arcade game. This is a lot of fun to play. We have Doom VFR, which is not like the standard Doom game on PlayStation 4. It's kind of like its own experience. The only thing I will say about this game is you will get motion sickness from this game. At least everybody that I know that plays it gets motion sickness from this game. But if you can move past that, this is a fun experience. So next up we have Pixel Gear, which I think was a limited run game. This is a really, really fun VR, like, you know, shoot 'em up game pretty much. Kind of reminds me of tower defense games where you have a bunch of enemies moving closer to you and you've got to take them out. But it's a lot of fun. It's got like a 8-bit pixel type graphics, but if you can play this, definitely check it out. Don't know anything about this game, haven't played it, but we have The Inpatient, or something like that. The Inpatient. Talk about disappointing. Star Trek Bridge Crew. I was just expecting more from this game, to be honest with you. I still had some fun with this, but overall I was pretty disappointed with this title. So that's it for that stack. Moving right along. We have Rick and Morty Virtual Reality. I have not tried this one yet. I'm not really a fan of the Rick and Morty TV show, so I don't know how much I'll like this or how much I'll get the jokes in it. But I have heard from several people that they really like this game, so it's probably one that you want to check out, especially if you like the TV show. We have ATV Drift and Tricks. This is a very visually pleasing game, I guess you could say. It looks good, at least it did to me. But this is another one of those games that gave me motion sickness pretty bad. There's a lot of jumps and hills and valleys in this game. But if you can get past that, I mean, this was fun. I liked it. And we've got Werewolf Within. This is another one I have not played, but I've heard from several people that really like this game. It's one that I want to try. It just hasn't, made it down the list yet. But Werewolf Within, definitely one to keep your eye on, and it's really, really cheap too. Alright, so next up, another pretty fun first-person shooter type game. We have Firewall 0 Hour. Not much more to say about it. A game I haven't even opened yet, so I don't know anything about this. We have The Invisible Hours. Haven't played this one either. We have Loading Human Chapter 1. Not sure. Sorry. I haven't played it yet. Haven't played this one either. We've got Don't Knock Twice. But I do like horror VR experiences, so this is definitely one I want to try eventually. I haven't had a chance to open this one yet, but I'm sure it's pretty fun. We have Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, which I'm guessing is like a first-person Wolfenstein shooting game, like most of the other ones, but I haven't played it yet. Alright, so our next stack of games here, we have Radial G Racing Revolved. So, this game kind of reminded me a little bit of FZero in a way. It's a very fast-paced game in that same vein. This game will make you sick if you're not careful, because this is almost like a tube racing game. So basically, you're racing down a tube and you can go like 360 degrees. So, you can literally it feels like you're going upside down in this game. So it can make you sick, but I had fun with it. This was an early on racing game. We have Drive Club VR. It was a fun experience at the time. There's better ones out now, but it's definitely one to look into, and it's cheap. We have Home Sweet Home on PlayStation VR. Another horror type experience that I haven't tried yet, but this is one that I wanted to look into. If I remember correctly, I think you could only get this one through GameStop, but I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But definitely one I look forward to trying in the future. PlayStation VR Worlds. Similar to the demo disc, this had a lot of different experiences on it. They were just more fleshed out experiences. And a whole lot of fun. If you're getting into PlayStation VR, you probably want to pick some of these up because, like I say, you can experience a lot of different things on one disc. One of my favorite VR games. We have Job Simulator. I know it sounds weird. What could you have fun with, like just playing a job simulator? But you would be surprised. There's also Vacation Simulator. If it is available in PlayStation VR, it's only digital. But I don't even know if you can get it on PlayStation VR. I have it on the Oculus Quest. But Job Simulator, definitely check it out. This is a must-play. Right, next up, we have Eagle Flight. This is a very interesting game. I spent a lot of time on this game, but not actually playing the game. I was just exploring in this game. Like, you are literally like in like a recreated Paris, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of like it's just a really good fun exploration game. If you got time to just fly around, going on top of big buildings and looking around and, flying down under bridges and stuff like that. But it's so much fun, and it's a beautiful game. So definitely check this out if you get a chance. Alright, so now our last stack of games here. We have Riggs, Mechanized Combat League. I haven't really played this one, so I don't really have much to say about it, but it looks fun. Alright, so next up, Creed, Rise to Glory. This is so much fun if you like boxing games, but 2 words of warning for you. Make sure you have plenty of room. I accidentally punched my couch and almost broke my hand when I was playing this game. Also, keep in mind that this game will make you sweat. So make sure that you have some endurance if you want to play this. But Creed Rise to Glory is definitely one you want to check out. We have Moto Racer 4, I think. I played this and I remember it not being anything spectacular. Just a basic game. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul. This game is fun. It's kind of like slow, to be honest with you, and you can get stuck in certain areas of it for quite a while, but it is a tense game and it's worth a playthrough. This is a fantastic game, one of my favorites. We have Until Dawn: Rush of Blood. So this is basically an on-rail shooter, and this is like one of the instances where the move controllers aren't necessary, but they will make this game so much more fun. So this game, if you're playing with the standard controller, you know, it's fun, but if you have the move controllers, you basically have a gun in each hand, and you can move around, shoot in any direction. So much fun. But yeah, this is definitely one that you should check out if you guys get into PlayStation VR, and it's cheap. Haven't played this one. I think this was a limited run game. We have Neon Wall. The graphics look interesting, so I definitely want to check this one out eventually. Another one I haven't played, and I think this was from limited run as well. We have Light Tracer. Alright, so yeah, that was basically it, guys. That was my rundown of the PlayStation 4 VR games that I have. And, you know, showing that you pretty much want to have a PS4 Pro if you want to get into this. And the aim controller is great for first-person shooters. Definitely something you want to look into. Like I said, this PlayStation VR is going to become more affordable as time goes along. So I feel like more and more people might check it out. I, for one, have almost moved over entirely to the Oculus Quest. I still play around with my PlayStation VR a little bit, but I just like the Quest a lot more. But let me know down in the comments if you guys have PlayStation VR. If you do you enjoy the platform? How often do you play it? What's your favorite games? Or are you somebody that's looking to get into PlayStation 4 VR now that, you know, PS5 is coming out and this stuff should be coming down in price? It's definitely a fun virtual reality experience, and it's not overly expensive to get into. So I would suggest it if you don't have it and you're at least tempted to try it out. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this video. Like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I would love to have a conversation about video games with y'all. But for now, I think I'm going to go open up some more boxes, maybe play some video games, try to enjoy the rest of my evening. I hope you do too. So until next time, everyone, I'll see you later.